Hi guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plunk production. And what you can see in front of you is the result of some serious collecting over the last few days. Also, so we can see directly in front of you, obstructing most of me, is the DVDs I updated you the other day. We also have to the side here, we have some Blu-rays here. You can't see, you can't see all of the spines, but you can see, you know, some of them there. There's some Blu-rays that I've got to update. But that's not all. That is not all. If I can carefully, I'm not too sure how zoomed in I am. I'm not zoomed in at all. That's good. So if I pan you just to the side here, we've got one bag here that is full of DVDs. We've got this bag here that is full of CDs and DVDs. And if I pick you guys up, and if we travel to just behind where this shelf is that you normally see, if we travel just behind here and we take a look at this stack here, that is full of DVDs, that is full of VHSs, and this is actually the bag I take to work on a daily basis. That's also filled with DVDs of varying different things. So it's safe to say I've been a little busy over the last few days, and I need to wrap my head around updating all of this. Do I do it all in one big video? Do I do it in segmented videos? I didn't realise how much there is actually to do here. There's so much to update. I'm half considering just doing it in one big video and just like recording for a couple of hours. But I'm not sure that's the way to do it. It's probably best to compartmentalise some of it down and go from there. There's a lot here. There is a hell of a lot here. So this is going to be a bit more of a different video in that it's going to be a bit more off the cuff, a bit more, I'm going to use the term riff-raffery. It's going to be a bit, you know, I'm going to be moving around. I'm going to be moving things in and out in order to accommodate some of this stuff. Essentially, I think what this video is going to serve as is a introduction to all of these different things that I'm going to be updating, essentially. So I think what I might do is clear this area in front of me, come back once I've done that, and then we can start looking at what to do. I think what I want to do is maybe update the VHSs first, or the Blu-rays or something, and we'll go from there. Basically, I was going to do the Blu-ray update, but I just want to do a video where I'm just like, yeah, I got all this stuff now, what the hell am I going to do? The VHS update is not going to take nearly as long as the DVD update. The DVD update is going to take a long time, because there's a lot of DVDs here. So I think if I move this to down here, to behind the door, this lot can also go down there. There we go. I think with these stacks, we're going to move them just to one side over here, out of frame, out of mind. You know the films in which once it's out of frame, that's kind of it. You don't think of it anymore. We're also going to take my Star Trek Enterprise DVDs, which are also part of this Facebook updating bonanza that I've been going on recently. Okay, so here we have the VHSs, and I think I'm going to work my way through the VHSs. Now, there are a couple of extra VHSs downstairs, but I'll throw them in some update in the future. This is the main bulk of the VHSs, and I'm going to start making my way through them. One thing I will say is I have checked out a couple of these VHSs. They're in really good quality in terms of the picture quality and what have you, so I'm really impressed with whoever had these before me, that they've actually looked after them and haven't been too well worn. So we'll start this end and we'll take out this chunk here. And what we have here is we have 4 of the Rocky films. Not sure if there's any more in the collection, but we have Rocky 1. There we go. We have Rocky 2. I think for this I'm going to put on the... Did that work? None of this is working. Oh, well, I was hoping to put product showcase zone on, but it's not working. Rocky 2, although that's wiggling around in a little bit. Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. I'm really looking forward to checking out Rocky. To be honest, I've never watched. No, I have watched the first 2 Rockies on TV, but it has been a while. But I haven't watched anything past that. We've then got the first 3 Rambo films. We've got First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3. In terms of Rambo, I've seen the first Rambo film. I've seen the remake or the reimagining, whatever it was, that one that came out with a much older Sylvester Stallone. I've seen that one in terms of Rambo, so I'm looking forward to checking out some Rambo. We've then got over here, you can tell this person's a Sylvester Stallone fan. We've then got the original, no, not the original, sorry, Karate Kid 2, sorry. We've then got Bruce Lee in Game of Death, part of the Bruce Lee collection, kind of interesting. We've then got The Big Boss, another Bruce Lee film. Oh, and I almost dropped that. And then we've got Enter the Dragon, another Bruce Lee film. Bruce Lee classic, this one. Yeah. Looking forward to that, I must say. We've then got... oh, no. I was going to say, we then got... no. Karate Kid 3. I'm sure we've got the original one here somewhere. There's a trend going on here, isn't there? So, next up, we've got Out for the Count. Okay, so also this person's a big boxing fan, by the way. There's a lot of boxing stuff. There's some boxing DVDs, some UFC DVDs. So you can tell they're kind of like a hand-to-hand sport, combat sport kind of person, fan, if you will. We've then got, they're also a very big football fan. And we can see Ian Wright there on the cover of The Very Best of Arsenal, which is an English football team. We've also got Ian Wright, 100 Not Out. So obviously they were quite a big Arsenal fan actually. There's quite a few Arsenal stuff in here, but they're also an Ian Wright fan. We have Arsene Wenger's Magic Hat. There we go. So again, you can tell that they're an Arsenal fan. We've got Double Bypass, another Arsenal related VHS. I just love the kind of things you find in these collections. And finally, we have the original Karate Kid on VHS. Of course, it'd be in there. There's definitely a trend when it comes from collecting collections. We've then got another Bruce Lee. I'm really enjoying these Bruce Lee ones here. And one thing I like about having like Bruce Lee films on VHS is a lot of them now are coming out on DVD and Blu-ray even, but they're not the best quality because they weren't looked after and what have you. So having on VHS you know, probably isn't that bad of a thing. Probably having on VHS helps the quality, so to speak. But we have Bruce Lee in Fist of Fury. Next up, we have Grease. I've seen Grease once in my life, so there you go. We have Monty Python's The Life of Brian on VHS. I have this twice on DVD, and now I have it on VHS. We have Dirty Dancing, yes. I watched this a while ago now, actually thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, Dirty Dancing, who doesn't love a bit of Dirty Dancing? Next up we have Samantha Fox Making Music. No idea what this is, but hey. We then have In Bed with Madonna, like you've never seen her before. There you go. We now have Kiss Exposed. You can tell they're a music fan as well. So there's Kiss Exposed. And at the bottom we have, not quite, there's one more left before we get to the bottom. And it's the greatest KOs or knockouts of all time. Not the best kept case, as I was singing their praises earlier. But the bottom of it is all Disney, basically. So if you like your Disney, you're in for a treat in a minute. I don't have enough space, do I? Anyway, let's get through this. We have Return to Netherland, Peter Pan. I really do like these Disney. I do like these Disney cases. There's Mickey Mouse on the end there. It's a nice blue case. It's just different. It stands out in the collection. We have The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Again, in these rather slick, nice looking, and they feel a bit more sturdier than the average VHS case. Piglet's Big Movie. Hey, these covers are very vibrant as well. So cool. We then have Cinderella 2. The Return of Jafar. The second, is that the second of? Yeah, that's the second of the Aladdin movies, isn't it? Been a while since I've seen Aladdin. That was close. They almost took a dive off the table. We've then got Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. The Lion King 3, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. It means no worry for the rest of your days. We then got the Tigger movie, of course, T-I-G-G-E-R. We then have Lady and the Tramp. What a classic. I love Lady and the Tramp. And it's actually really nostalgic to have this back on VHS. Well, I've never actually personally owned it on VHS. It's my sister that owned it on VHS. But yeah, to have that on VHS is quite sentimental to me. We have Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. Only a few more to go. We've now got the Stitch movie on VHS. The reason why I'm looking puzzled at this is I swear this came out way into DVD's lifespan. So for this to be on VHS is interesting. So yeah, there we go. The Stitch movie. Interesting, okay. We then got Mulan, which is actually quite funny because of course there was that recent kind of relaunching, redoing of Mulan, but there you go. That is Mulan. I think we've just got 2 more left, yes. And the 2 that we've got left are a couple of classics. We've got Dumbo and we have Peter Pan. So I think for this video I'm going to leave it as that, as the VHSs. And I think in the next video, I'm just going to start going through the DVDs. There's a lot of DVDs to get through. My God, are there a lot of DVDs to get through? But, you know, has to be done sooner or later. For this video, I'm going to say sayonara, which is a Zone Isaac reference. But I think I'm going to say bye for this video, and then I'll come back and really start sifting through the DVDs. There's a lot of DVDs. And then there'll be a CD update at some point, because there's some CDs in here as well. Anyway, for this video, I hope you enjoyed this weird video in some respects. Hopefully you enjoyed the little VHS update there, and I'll be back with a monumental DVD update. For now, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.